Is meal prep time. First dish of the day is actually a drink. So I've been drinking a lot of like diet sodas, and I'm gonna try to make my own 0-calorie drink for the week here. So I'm starting with a tea base, and then I'm gonna put maybe some like monk fruit extract in it. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm starting with a tea base though. I definitely had a plan for what I was gonna cook this week, but I'm just going through Pinterest. I'm just gonna cook whatever piques my fancy. Alright, first dish here, I tried to make rutabaga chips. So I just put them in the air crisper and then crisp them for 10 minutes. They have way too much hydration in them. I think if I oil them and spice them, I might get something here though. There's some potential here. Here is a moment of truth in a sense. So I'm gonna make my base here for my ice cream. I'm actually not gonna make an ice cream, I'm gonna make a yogurt popsicle with it. And this is the chicken noodle soup one. So my logic here is like, okay, you put yogurt in soup sometimes to level out your spicing. So why not make a yogurt base and spice it like a soup? It's got my yogurt in there. I have ramen broth powder, some onion flake, and I'm gonna put some hot pepper in it because I think that will work. Now the question is, do I make it sweet? Because I don't think that that's a good move, but is any of this idea a good move? Who knows? Okay, so I've got that. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh my god, that's actually really good. I'm a genius. Alright, the meal prep's going pretty good. I've got a ginger rutabaga hash. I made all this pork. What's funny is I mostly made it for the bones because I need to make broth because I have 2 soups I want to make today. But I'm going to strip the bones, take the pork, and make a pork tocino, which is like a Filipino kind of, almost like a ginger beef type of thing, but like different spices, of course. So that kind of worked out for me. And then my ice creams. I'm just waiting now. I gotta wait for the ribs to cool, for the hash to cool, and then I've gotta wait for, once these noodles are done, I'm gonna frame one popsicle with the noodles and wait for that to freeze. So that'll be a little break, and then come back and finish off the rest of this prep. Just chilling out, watching the game. 2 kitties. What a bunch of kitties. This is the life. Oh yeah, snow game in the playoffs. That's the good stuff. Meal prep, week 3, 2025. First one is I had a bunch of rutabagas. I got like a 20-pound bag of rutabagas. So I was trying to cook my way through them, and I tried to make chips out of it. This is my first failure of the year. It just turned out terrible. The inside is like moist from the rutabaga and the outside is burnt. Complete failure on that one. Dish number 21 is some squash braised in kind of a miso broth. It's all right. Dish number 22 is a lentil soup from Afghanistan called Aush. It is incredible. One of the best things I've ever cooked. Definitely the best thing I've cooked this year. I'm very partial to lentils though, so, you know, grain of salt on that, but super good. And dish number 23 is called tocino. It's pork that is spiced, dyed, and air fried. It's a Filipino dish, and the sauce has a bunch of sugar in it, so it's kind of like almost candied jerky is what it tastes like. It's pretty good. All right, it's meal prep Sunday, so the anticipated ice cream of the week, highly anticipated. The, it's chicken noodle soup ice cream. I'm pretty excited about this one. You know what? I had high hopes for it, but it is disgusting. You'll win some and you'll lose some. What can you do? So I made that Ausch soup. Insanely good. One of the best things I've made this year. I'm just looking through my Pinterest. I still have 283 recipes in here. That's so wild, man. It's going to be a good year of eating. Vlog editing time. Spent like 30 minutes editing a video for Instagram, and Instagram will not accept it as an upload. Oh, that's frustrating. But that's okay. I do think that like stuff like that is like what makes me learn, and like this is all about learning. I'm interested in this world, but there isn't really money to be made in it for me right now. So that's frustrating, but I'll learn from it. Bon, aujourd'hui. I'm not going to do it in French. I cooked so much stuff, and this was kind of the first week where I went really like international and weird with the cooking. So that was cool. That lentil soup is super good. The tocino is really good. I ate a lot of it already. Man, I'm vibing with making the weird ice creams. I also made like a protein ice cream again because I was just like, that's such a good snack and so low cal compared to like bars or like protein bars or any kind of like dessert stuff. So that's pretty hype. Oh my gosh, is there a crack in the GoPro here? No, just me being weird. Costco trip. I did so good on not buying extra groceries and budgeting and stuff for 19 days. And then I went to Costco and I got 2 things of protein and then a bunch of protein bars. And I know I don't need to feel bad about this. I'm gonna eat it all. Food never goes to waste in this house. I'm such a like, on top of that kind of a guy, but I was doing good not spending. Felix, come on over, dude. Oh, I gotta tell the story about how you were outside the other night. So Felix got outside, and we didn't know. I just like woke up and he wasn't kind of around. Get your butt out of the camera. Why do you always want to put your butt on the film? Am I making sounds? Yeah, okay, yeah. So I woke up and I was like, what the heck? He's not around here and he's not hanging out with me. He always hangs out with me in the morning. So I was kind of like worried. And then me and Aaron were looking for him, and I walked out to the backyard, and I have this like dumb song that I sing to him where I'm like, who's my little man? Oh, you're my little man. And you're just like my little man, baby. And I just call him this. Oh, look at that. And he knows that that's the Felix song. So I was just in the backyard being like, where's my little man, baby? And he was like under the deck, and he's like, and he came right over. So that was kind of a sweet moment of bond. What is going on here? The bond of the boys prevails over a lost kitty outside. So super happy he's back. Kind of worried about them, and he's getting back to his normal feisty self. Football today. The right teams won, I think. The right teams won. 2 snow games in the playoffs, man. I love snow games. And they were like just awesome running teams too. Like it was the Eagles and the Bills and the Ravens, and they're all super good run teams. And like run game in the snow is just like the best. Oh my gosh, love watching those games. So caught a bit of that, and then yeah, just kind of like chipped away at that RP Fit project. I'm actually, I think, almost done. I've made a lot of concessions as far as like what I initially anticipated, but again, I want to get it out and just, in a sense, be done with it and learn what I've learned from it, you know? So, yeah. Let's It's gonna be hard to go to sleep now. I'm like really energized. It's funny, like I'm not the kind of guy that like relaxes by like relaxing. I like relax by like putting effort into like my own kind of things, and like that just brings me so much happiness. So this was a much needed break today. Oh man, back to jiu-jitsu tomorrow. I jiu-jitsu a lot. I didn't work out today. Oh yeah, I was gonna go for a run. It's minus 50 out today. So that's a bummer. It's supposed to be minus 33 again tomorrow. So with wind chill, probably minus 50 again. So that sucks. Hopefully it's not, because then I'll run, but that'll suck if it is. What a good day.